Welcome to the PEARRM Services YouTube channel. Please be sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for weekly updates. Welcome to this week's topic, prioritizing employee well-being. As we know, today's business environment is competitive and continues to change. And organizations are increasingly recognizing the importance of employee well-being as a core component to leadership success. Employee well-being encompasses physical, mental, and emotional health, as well as overall job satisfaction. Some of the key things to consider is that 1 in 5 U.S. adults experience mental illness every year, and 1 in 20 U.S. adults experience serious mental illness every year. According to the World Health Organization, depression and anxiety disorders cost the global economy approximately $1 trillion annually in lost productivity. By openly discussing mental health issues and encouraging conversations around well-being, leaders create a safe space for employees to seek support and share their experiences. The numbers that I mentioned are staggering. They're alarming. Leaders should recognize that if they employ people, if you employ only 5 individuals, there is a possibility that one of those individuals are experiencing or have experienced mental illness in the last 12 months. If you employ 20 employees, there's a strong possibility that at least one of those employees is currently or recently experienced serious mental illness. So as leaders, it's important that discussing mental health becomes the norm. There should be a strong focus on removing stigma around mental health. Conversations about mental health should be safe within the organization. There should be support that is provided, and employees should feel comfortable in sharing their experiences, thus making it the norm for other employees to do the same, if they feel comfortable in doing so. Leaders can help to foster an environment where mental health, employee overall well-being, and employees thriving versus simply surviving is the norm and is what every employee throughout the organization is striving to do. Leaders should do 2 things. 1, role model the behavior. Show employees how you as a leader are prioritizing your own mental health, are prioritizing your own overall well-being, and are ensuring that you create that safe space for the employees as well. The other thing that leaders should do is to be deliberate about educating employees. Some of the ways that leaders can do this is by hosting workshops. These workshops can be on topics such as stress management, resilience, overall self-care. These are simple but powerful steps that leaders can take to strengthen the health of the overall organization. It's also important to take the pulse of the organization. Recognize where you're starting from as a starting point for the health of the organization. Survey the employees and see how they rate themselves as it relates to overall mental health and as it relates to overall well-being. And continue to do so that the efforts that you're placing on developing and strengthening the organization, you are able to determine whether or not those efforts are succeeding. An organization does not have responsibility for every person. However, employees spend a lot of time at work, and employees also have choices for where they work. So, an organization that is deliberate about having a culture that embraces employee well being, that have strategies that promote overall employee wellness, and that also have health and wellness benefits and programs, and that help employees have a stronger balance between their work and their life, will ultimately attract and retain employees who are truly focused on overall well being, thus adding to the bottom line of the organization. Leaders should be supportive on having an organization that not only brings in the skills that are necessary to help the organization perform, but also are able to develop the skills to help themselves perform fully as an employee. Thank you for listening to this week's topic, and I look forward to connecting with you next week on the next leadership topic.